Welcome back to Esports News UK in partnership with GGBet. Today I'm joined by MUTiRiS. How do you like England? This is your first big tournament playing in England. Do you like the country?
Yeah, I really like the country. I don't know, it's the first big tournament, but I was already here in long time ago in some tournaments. So.
Nice. And the Portuguese scene doing very well at the moment. At the PGL Copenhagen Major, we had 7 players there from Portugal, which obviously just before having Fox is a big difference. So how good does that feel?
Yeah, it's amazing. For our country, we are a small country. We lack sometimes in terms of the organization. They are not so good. So I think it's the different one. And being able to be at a major and so many players, it's amazing for our country because we need to fight a lot to reach that, and that's amazing, and I'm really happy for me and for them.
You had a low place finish, but you did finish above Koi. So how does that feel? Do you like finishing above your country rivals?
Of course you want to beat them, and we had the opportunity. The first game was against them and we won. So it was amazing, but the bad part is that we won 2 games, but we lost 3. So we wanted to reach the next stage. So it was okay, but it was not perfect.
No, that's fine. With the Portuguese scene being a bit smaller, a smaller country, are you friends with a lot of the other players, even if they are on other teams like on Koi? Or is there like a rivalry there?
No, I think in Koi we have old teammates, and it's all good. And the other teams, they are I don't have like a relationship. So I don't know. We are a small country, but at least I don't play with so many players, so I just like to play with my players and just play tournaments.
Someone you have played a lot with is Roman. You played with him for about 12 years, on and off.
Yeah.
Is it nice coming to England and playing a big LAN like this with someone you've been friends with for a long time?
Yeah, of course. We are like the partners. We are together for so long, so it's amazing. Of course, we try to reach this level. So we are just really happy to be here.
For sure. And are you happy with the weather here? Because it's a little bit colder than Portugal.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm happy because in Portugal it was so hot.
Yeah.
So I'm just tired that it was so hot. So now it's this cold. It's good for me.
Nice. And I want to move away now from questions about you specifically, but let's talk about some of the changes to the major. Because Perfect World announced they won't be having open qualifiers for Shanghai in Europe and North America. As someone who has played a lot of open qualifiers, you came through to the RMR at Antwerp and Rio through the open qualifiers. How do you feel about these changes?
Well, I don't really have an opinion because they are always changing, so I don't focus so much on that stuff. But let's see what happens. I don't know how we are in the Valve ranking. So if we are in the spots that we can have an invitation, it's really good. If we are not, we are fucked. So.
No, fair enough. But do you think that it could hurt smaller regions like the Portuguese scene or the Iberian scene? Do you think that not having open qualifiers will be harder for areas where there's less players?
Yeah, of course. I think what they don't want is because I think there are a lot of cases of cheating in the qualifiers, and that's really bad for Counter-Strike. So, of course, I don't gonna agree if you just don't permit that some teams can reach their dream.
Yeah.
So, yeah, of course, on that point, I'm never gonna agree because we were on that before, so I don't agree.
No, that's fair. So a different question, we'll take it a different direction. Just before IEM Dallas, Valve released the update to Vertigo, which changed a lot of the map, the A-site completely different. Do you think that when you're that close to starting a tournament, because it was only a couple of days before they made the changes, ESL then chose to use the new version, do you think you should always play tournaments on the latest version?
That's really hard. I think that Valve don't do the things properly because they are. You can sometimes you are 6 months without an update, and sometimes they just come and just do the update. So I think sometimes it's really hard for some organizations, and yeah, if the teams don't have the time to have the preparation, I think they should play the last update, not
Sure.
the last update, before the update.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it. I think Valve should do a better job on that way.
And do you think that's the same for their rankings? Do you agree with how it works with prize pool rather than points like on HLTV?
Well, the problems about the prizes and the ranking, it's you see some tournaments that, for example, you see Betboom have a team, and you see Betboom on a tournament called Betboom something. So
Yeah.
I think that's not fair for the other teams, and I don't know how to fix that. But for me, that doesn't make any sense. So
For sure. Are you a big football fan?
yeah,
Yeah.
kinda.
Do you have anyone on the Portuguese national team ahead of the Euros that you think you're quite similar to? Or who is like your favourite player on the team at the moment?
Ruben Diaz. Yeah, he's saying Ruben Diaz.
Yeah.
He's the captain. I don't know. But you mean in terms of character or
Character, mainly,
character.
yeah.
Okay, can be Ruben
Yeah?
Diaz. Yeah.
Big defender, keep them out, stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Protect
Yeah.
the team. Definitely.
Yeah.
And what about maybe like a Portuguese manager? Is there anyone that stands out that you're similar to in terms of leadership? Jose
I did
Mourinho,
to
maybe?
say Jose Mourinho. Yeah, he hates it, but I did to say Jose Mourinho.
A bit of a special one.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
a special
one.
one.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's the best, so for me.
Let's talk about the London crowd a little bit then, because London known for being quite loud, quite raucous, you know, a lot of character. Are you excited to hopefully get to that crowd?
Yeah, of course, yeah, that would be a dream. I'm gonna say that it's unfair. We are 8 teams here, and 2 teams don't gonna play in front of the crowd. So that makes me sad, of course, because the chances that we get there are lower. But of course, we need to fight to reach that, and it will be amazing to play in front of you guys, because it will be a experience that we will never forget.
Absolutely. Anything lastly you want to say to the fans that are watching at the moment?
I'll just say thank you so much for the support always, and I don't have really much to say.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, and keep tuned in to all our coverage this weekend of the Blast Spring Final. We'll see you there.